As well, how tough it is for women in nearly every arena. Television certainly is no different. In this business, you are judged on what you look like, how you carry yourself, how you style your hair, the kind of makeup you wear. I want you to see an email that my friend and colleague Areva Martin received after she'd been on the air discussing stories about victims' harassment and assault. Here it is in part. Dear Ms. Martin, I would respectfully suggest that your attire for these interviews, especially on this topic, should be more modest. This morning on CNN, you had on a top or dress that revealed substantial cleavage, which some who would wrongly discount your message would say serves to further objectify women. Oh, you know that wasn't just going to sit there. I want to bring in my colleague and friend Areva Martin now. Of course, she is a friend of the show. She's a civil rights attorney, people, and a legal analyst. So, first of all, how are you doing? Because that's a lot.
I'm doing okay, Michaela. You know, you've been in this business even longer than me, and you get used to the responses when you go on television. Yes.
I don't actually, can I be sure to tell you this? I don't know you ever get used to it.
Okay, well, you see them coming in.
Yes.
Maybe I'll say it like that. That's more accurate. You're right, because you don't get used to strangers attacking you. They don't know you. They've never met you. But now with the internet, particularly Twitter, and I'm a big user of Twitter.
Keyboard courage comes up.
Yes, and it's easy to sit behind a computer and be anonymous and just hurl attacks at people. And I've been on this story of sexual harassment and abuse.
You've been really strong on this.
I've been vocal about it. I've been outspoken. I've been on TV sometimes 5 times a day talking about this. And I've gotten lots of responses, mostly positive. People saying, you know, keep speaking about this, keep speaking up, keep helping to encourage more women to come forward. And I've gotten some responses like this one, this email. And I initially didn't know what to say. I was offended. I was angry, to be honest with you. I was frustrated by it because it plays into the negative stereotypes, the entrenched attitudes that people have, that somehow we ask for it as women. The way we dress, the way we comb our hair, the makeup that we wear, that we're somehow inviting men to objectify us, to cross the boundaries. It's absolutely our fault. And we saw high-profile women like Donna Karen even making statements like that. She pulled it back.
She did after she got spanked in response, for sure.
Response. And that plays into this imbalance of power. It plays into women being objectified and harassed. And this is what we're trying to stop. This is what we're saying no more to.
You decided not to write this person back because that's one take. Some people will just sort of respond to the person, and sometimes in a heat of passion or with, you know, a little bit of sobriety and calmly respond. But you decided not to do that. You wanted instead to put it out in the open because you felt it could be a teaching moment.
Yes. My initial response as a human being was to fire back, and I'm a writer, so I had a few choice words for this anonymous emailer. But
you're also a grown-up.
I'm a mature adult. I'm a lawyer, I'm a TV commentator, so I pulled back. And I said, what can I hopefully help someone learn by sharing this email and talking about what slut shaming is? Because I don't think everybody knows what it is. I think when people hear this word harassment and abuse, they think about the most egregious acts. Hands, touching, groping, sexual intercourse.
And it definitely is all of those things.
All of that, and it's more.
But it also,
It's more. And it starts sometimes just with comments, just with, you know, off-putting comments and thoughts that men and some women have, that women, by the way we dress, and somehow we can't dress a certain way without asking men to violate us. And that's not true. I am a professional. I dress professionally. Am I fashion forward? Absolutely.
Yes, you are, girl.
Do I love to look stylish? Absolutely.
And why should
am I asking someone to violate me? Absolutely not. And should I be judged by the top that I wear? Absolutely not, because we don't look at men on TV and say, "Oh my God, he's showing so much arm skin," or something is off
the standard,
with his
darling, is more than a double.
Different standard, and we're trying to change that. And these conversations hopefully get us closer to changing the double standard, so you and I, our daughters, our nieces, our grandchildren, when we have them, can come on air and dress however they choose and be treated by the content of what they're saying,
the contents of our character.
By what they're wearing.
Mutual respect is what we're looking for. Here's the thing. I know this stuff is difficult, and I know it's making people terribly uncomfortable. Doesn't mean it's not worth getting at.
No.
I mean, that's what this is. We are in this is a paradigm shift, and in it, there's going to be time. Anytime we're in growth, people, it gets really awkward feeling and uncomfortable. But we got to move through it together.
That's how we change.
That's how we
change. And if we don't have these uncomfortable conversations, even people like me, and if I don't use my platform to share this information, then I'm not helping to cause that change. And I want to be a part of that change.
And I'm so glad that you want to.
And thank you for picking up the story and allowing me to continue this conversation.
I hold your hand because I stand in solidarity with you. I really do, and it's important.
And together as women, we're stronger.
Absolutely. We always are. Thank you for that. And thank you for speaking up.